All right, everybody. Thank you so much for watching. And now we got the market recap show because traders stay late and we're here. We're at the big desk now. We're pretty comfortable here. We like this. We like this spot. What a big day it was for us on the show. Of course, we did have Kevin O'Leary. We did have oil actually moving all the way to the downside. Thank you so much for everybody that's here. I see everybody in the chat. So there it is, man. Thank you so much to everybody. And of course, a happy new year to Neil. He won't be here tomorrow. So happy new year to Neil. Happy new year to everybody who may be not trading tomorrow. And I can't blame you. Although that move down at the end of the day, something to talk about, I feel like. You saw the NASDAQ make a little bit of a move down in at the end of the day. Let's go on a 2-minute chart just to see a little bit of a bleed down there, starting or ending the day red. So it's actually the first red day in the last 4, which is the Santa Claus rally movement. And you can see the cues. You can barely see it on there, but we do turn slightly red, down 0.04 there today. So again, Santa Claus rally still fully intact. We are positive in that rally, but again, it's about 1.7%, I believe, on the NASDAQ. Average move 2.7. So do we have a 1% move in us tomorrow? Maybe we do. Hi, Tammy. I see her waiting in the wings there. That's nice. All right. USO down 2.5% today. Again, not a nice move in the afternoon. Just fell down in. But hey, are we complaining? I mean, we talked about inflation. The dollar was moving around a little bit today, and down goes oil. Well, you might want to know why oil is falling to the downside. Well, I guess shipping companies in the Red Sea making moves today. So maybe people thinking that, hey, maybe the Red Sea, maybe it's not that big of a problem as far as disruption is concerned. But let's go over to USO on the daily chart. It hasn't been pretty for oil, man. Nice move to the downside. And this is why I asked Kevin O'Leary today about China a little bit. And are we worried about that? If manufacturing is still going to be strong, which I believe it is, and China is still going to be a powerhouse in that, we still need oil to produce things. So I feel like some of these bottoms still intact here for USO, back down into $60 there. We did have yesterday, again, I'm just reading some notes. It's more about Suez Canal, things like that, as the market pushes back in on some of those names. So today, the biggest and the baddest, USO, XLE, OIH, all to the downside. Interesting to see silver and gold as Cornelius, oh no, what's his name again? Cornelius something. Damn it, I keep forgetting it. He's the guy in Rudolph. Cornelius. I'm looking in the chat. These guys know everything. Yeah, the guy that has the pick there and he winds up. Oh, man. Yukon. There it is. Thank you, Ponzi Fonzie. Cornelius Yukon. I can't believe I just wasted time on that. All right, UNG. Oh, here we go. Look at FXI. How long have we been talking about FXI for? You know, a while. Ever since we broke through that $25 mark, which is where the 50-period moving average is, are we too extended now on this move? Of course, as you're going to zoom back out here on a daily chart, what is FXI, first of all? You guys might be asking me that. Well, Sean, what's FXI? I'll answer it. It is the large cap China ETF. You can see that at the top left. Look at this downside move in this name, right? I feel like we could, now I feel like Alfred's saying, right? But nice move to the downside here, 23.20. Hey, where was Alfred today? Is he coming back tomorrow? I don't know. All right, nice downside move. Watch out for a $20 dip buy opportunity in FXI. I almost think you pull the trigger right now. Is China that bad? I don't know. We'll find out. Oh, talk about a name that's been getting killed in China. I still like Alibaba. I'm not sure if we got into it today or not, but I do like this name again, bouncing off some of the bottoms. Look at this trade. I don't know, man. Maybe, I know Tammy wants to talk about a few things. Actually, let me check my email. What does she want to talk about again? Here, I've just been so busy, man. Oh, yeah. Eli Lilly into earnings. That's going to be a good one. February 6th. Let's get Tammy's opinion on Eli Lilly coming through as well. Then BMY. So we'll look a little bit in the biotech, healthcare technology sector as well with Tammy very soon. But what about Alibaba, man? I mean, I kind of like this name trading down into 70. Look how good this is going to be if we break the 50 and then get above $80. Let's go. And then yesterday's guest on really liked lithium. So if we think that, hey, EVs are going to be a thing, I mean, lithium, hello, like pretty much, you know, the batteries of the future, are they? Is it solar? Is it lithium? Is it nuclear? What are we doing? But lithium, nice move back up to the upside here today. Could be a name to watch out for. Up 2.5% is the LIT ETF. And you know what, man? Love them or hate them, yesterday Raider Trader called this move for the long term, and today kind of didn't do anything. It kind of exploded upside to start the day. Pretty flat for lithium. UNG, Nat Gas, I mean, again, guys, Nat Gas has been a killer for many people's accounts, and I don't think that's going to change. We just talked about the weather. I'm going to ask Tammy what her weather's like there down south, but someone said in Florida today, I think it was Fort Lauderdale, it's 64 degrees Fahrenheit. It's 50 Fahrenheit right now in Toronto. So let me double check that. I don't want to lie to everybody. Oh, I'm wearing the wrong watch today. Yeah, so very, very warm all over the place. That might be something to do with UNG, and you could see it here. Although it had a nice bounce off of 460, 470. Look at the daily on UNG, man. It's been absolutely destroyed. I don't even know if it's going to load properly, how badly this name's been beaten down. There's some bottoms there, 440. I don't know, man. Catch a falling knife? I don't think so. I don't really get excited in UNG. I don't know, Tammy, maybe if you're listening, but I don't really see that much happening here in UNG. I'd like to see it break through this $8 mark, which is ways away before we get anywhere near that. An interesting drop down today in Tesla, actually. What do I have to talk about? Sectors at key, semis at key levels. We'll talk about that in a minute. That Tesla move down today, also very interesting. Now, we were short, man. Oh, we were short. You guys want to talk about Tesla. If you're looking for traders, man, hi. Look at this move on Tesla. We actually hammered it. We didn't hammer it as much as we should have. And it doesn't look as good because I have this wick here. Let me just edit this so it'll look a little more special. Data editor, I got to get rid of this. That low was not 247, 256 O's there. Now let's see what happens on this move. So there it is right now for Tesla. We finally got short on this 255 break. Again, under the 50 period. Nice move. Big candle to the downside. Resist, 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 break. There it is, 254. That's $1. Then here it is right now. That's 253. Then there it is at the end of the day, 253 again. So $2 move to the downside in Tesla. But what caused this move? I mean, it's a huge move down. We know there's competition from NIO. We know there's competition over there in China with BYD. But it's Xiaomi entering the building today with a possible competitor with Tesla creating this little downside move. Let me just do a check-in with our friends over here at Trade Ideas. Is anything moving here that we need to know about? LZ, what's up to Legal Zoom? Nice little move up to 1190 there. And we just got reset, but is there anything else here moving in the aftermarket? No, there is not. So, all right, that's Tesla. Before we call on Tammy, I did want to do a couple things here. As we're not quite done our sector watch, let me just open this back up here and have a quick look. Where's my sector watch list? Here it is right now. All right, so OIH, FXI, TAN, nicely done. And again, as the rates become a little more clear, I figure that we could go over the CME rate tool, but the Fed's planning on cutting into next year, right? I believe it's 125 basis points. There's some more aggression out there, 175, 150, but I feel like between 100 to 125 is probably where we'll get that in. So interest rate sensitive sectors like solar is going to benefit from this. I think the IBB, I mean, we can look at this as well. The biotech ETF, look at this move that we've had again. Where's the daily? I need the daily chart on this, not a 1 minute chart. Nice move on IBB. I mean, it wasn't a Fed pivot. It was just the Fed talking. And the last time he came on board, nice move back up since December. Huge move back up there. Look at IBB bouncing its head off of, again, 52-week highs. Congratulations if you had that. This is just one of those things that went 52-week low to 52-week high in 45 days. All right, that was something that was pretty interesting. Now, semis at key levels. What do I mean by that? Well, has anybody checked out NVIDIA lately? I mean, this name is at $500 and staring it right in the face. It's been doing that for a minute, right? Let's see what NVIDIA wants to do. Let's zoom back in a little. I said zoom in. There we go. I finally figured this out, what to do. Look how much time it's spent up here. But the interesting thing about these levels, you see up here, north of 500, let's just see the next, that's why I wrote down the other day, 504 fade short. I feel like the next time we come up here, you might get one little move back, but then if we take out this 506, then I think, man, NVIDIA is actually forward PE. It's like half of what ARM's valuation is. It's like about 2/3 of AMD. I feel that NVIDIA if it gets going and takes out some of this key levels, 506, 500 northbound, and we hover up there, this could moonshot. Pay attention. Tomorrow I'm doing another podcast, and we're going to talk about my plays for 2024 and some ideas that I like. NVIDIA bouncing its head up here, that's another key level. And then, by the way, hello, AMD. Did you know that AMD's quarter was actually, hey, he's in the building. What's up, my guy? How you doing over there? Lots of traders coming back, which I'm not going to say his name. The reason why I can't say this guy's name is he may be wanted by the FBI. So shout out to you over there, my guy, as he's laughing in the background. Okay, look at this. Nice move back up to the upside. AMD had a bad quarter, right? It was $94 bottom. Oh, well, that's nice. How about 50% increase in stock price up to 150 right now for AMD. But again, another key price that we're banging our head on for AMD 150. And then look what happened today. You get that top wick, right? We actually shorted here. Just in case you don't believe me, if those of you don't watch, I trade live every single day. Real shares, real money on the line. We've had 3 negative days in all of December. It's been pretty good trading. We've been pretty happy. And part of the reason is trades like this. This AMD, look what we waited for. Maybe I can zoom in a little bit here. Let me just maximize this. So I actually waited for this. So we didn't trade it at all day, right? We let AMD, again, there's that bad wick. Let me zoom out of it. So we had this huge move up. Definitely a missed opportunity. We should have been long, 100%. Instead, I was fighting the Microsoft long. Okay, but the idea was once we got up here, look at this. We don't really have any top wicks. Maybe we have one there right off the open, which signaled it downside. We had a couple top wicks there. Look at the move back down, right? That's not an extended wick really, but it still makes the move back down. But look what looks different here. Look what happened with volume as well, back down. Not only do traders stay late, but we're also doing this. We're breaking down real live trades that all of you can have. How many people are watching right now, by the way? Hit the like, hit the subscribe. 2,400 people. Thank you so much. That means a lot to me right now. 2,500 people watching. Hit the like, hit the subscribe. Plus, we're also on X. Let me see how many people are actually watching us on Twitter. Shout out to everybody. Oh, I must have retweeted. Hey, Tammy, that's a good picture. Look at this. We have Santa Claus rally going on. We have Bitcoin. What's this person holding there? A chip. Wow, man. Fabian and Ramin, you guys are on fire right now. I don't know how many people are watching on X. But okay, quickly, before we go over to Tammy, quickly. This was a high volume, right? So we talk about this. She's the Fibonacci princess, right? I talked about this last time with her. You don't make trades because one indicator hits. You know, you don't make trades just because you see one thing. You want to gel everything together. So guess what? We only had 2 things today. AMD key level 150, that's it. Key price level. I know it sounds ridiculous, right? But sometimes that matters. Just go check Tesla 260, okay? And then the other thing that mattered here was the other indicator that I use, volume. This was the largest like look, cruising, spike. The spike in volume is that wick top. So we waited for it to come back in a little bit. Once we see that, we hit the short, and then as they say, the rest is history. And actually went about a buck 30 or so in the money for us. We wound up taking the last piece out at 149 change. Okay, I'm getting, is she ready? Okay, but I'm not ready yet. I'm ready in a second. All right, here we go. Thank you so much for watching. It's about to get a lot better because we're bringing in Tammy. It's Trader Talk time. Hi, Tammy. How are you? Uh-oh. I can't hear you. Mic on mute?
Sorry, yep.
There we go. Uh-oh.
I have to apologize. I have a household full of family right now, so...
Well, I appreciate the mute then, but now we're live and we're good to go. How were the holidays?
Fantastic, wonderful. Like I said, I have a house full of family visiting from out of town right now. You know, we live on an island off the coast of Georgia, so everybody likes to come whenever they've got time off. So that's where we are right now, and it is beautiful here. It's
I was going to ask you the weather.
And sunny outside. I heard you were talking about UNG, so.
Sorry, I interrupted there by accident. What was the temperature there?
65.
65?
And sunny.
Is that normal? Is that warm for this time of year?
It's pretty normal this time of year.
Yeah, we were
We're
getting.
normally in the, now last year around this time, we actually did get some freezing weather, but it's not typical at all. We
Funny thing.
normally don't really get in the freezing temperatures.
Have you been to Toronto?
I have not been to Toronto. I actually would love to come to Toronto sometime. I have never been.
Well, when you do, we'll go out. We'll paint the town. Probably not. We'll go out to dinner. But yeah, you're open invitation. I love to show you the studio.
Awesome. Thank you.
And everything like that. I think that would be awesome to have you here as well. We had Kevin O'Leary on today. That was pretty fun. So we had him on for about a half hour. That was really fun. We went back and forth. Of course, he talked all about crypto. Hey, what's your opinion on crypto? I haven't talked to you about that. Are you a holder of crypto? Any love there for the BTC?
Yeah, I have Ethereum.
Oh,
So
okay.
I just happen to have some.
And we're just
I had a bunch of Bitcoin at one point, and my work told me to sell it. That was when we had that big flush down, and I actually have not bought back in
Right.
since then. And I had some Ethereum that I got back in on, but besides that, I haven't bought back in on Bitcoin yet.
Yeah, we're all hodling. Hold on for dear life, right there. Okay, all right. So you messaged me earlier today. There's a few things that were lining up that you didn't mind looking at, and one of them is an interesting name to me because I've been selling some Eli Lilly north of $600 because that move was really extended. I do actually believe that there's going to be something, and it's already there with those GLP-1 drugs, of course, helping with diabetes and getting weight. I mean, that's been such a sort of I guess, a headwind for many Americans these days, and a big drain on health costs as well, federally, everywhere, statewide. I believe in that. I think they're going to have some monster drug sales. But let's go over some charts. Let's look at Eli Lilly ahead of, you said February 6th with earnings?
Yes.
So let's go. The show's on you right now. We'll do a screen share. Let's talk about what you want.
Okay, and I agree with you because I'll tell you, I personally am not on that drug, but a lot of my parents are, my friends are. So I really do think that we're gonna see a big bounce here. Now, I will tell you though, when you look at my charts, it doesn't look so great right now. What's kind of going on though is that we're in consolidation mode, okay, and just really have been back and forth ever since we failed on the 8th of November, and then of course we got that bounce on the 15th of December. The thing that, I told you my husband's been trading for over 35 years. And one of the things I was talking to him about this morning is that we do just have a little bit of an uphill battle here.
Right.
We do have some price resistance in our way. But I really do believe he's bullish, Lilly. And a lot of people that, I've talked to that have been trading for a long time, they're bullish Lilly. I really do think that we're going to end up pushing through this and things are going to end up looking a lot better here. But for right now, what you're up against, if you are bullish Lilly, is we are below the 50 and we've got this huge cluster of resistance. What I would like to see us do is to get through that 597 area and then maybe look for a pullback to get bullish. If we can do that here and then run into earnings on February 6th. Are going to be the Lilly earnings.
Do you, Tammy, hold positions into earnings, hoping that something happens? Or are you more of a reactionary trader where we'll play levels after we see the report?
Well, honestly, what I like is the run into earnings, where you normally see a big run up into earnings. I do not hold things through earnings. I used to, and I just would rather take my money and run than to have to worry about it these days, because people can, the companies can make earnings and then they still get downgraded. So it just feels like there's not even really any control over it anymore. So for me, and what I say is my work is a crapshoot when it comes to earnings, because you can look at all of this right now, and if Lilly had earnings tomorrow, we could slam through all of this and go straight up, and none of this resistance might even matter. And you might say, well, I got short off of your work. And it's like, well, if we open up and it blows through this resistance, then it doesn't matter, right? And then the other thing that can happen, of course, is that we end up failing and none of this price support that I have even holds.
Right.
So I say don't hold it through earnings when it comes to the work that I do personally. And I say then you can wait till after earnings and have me run the chart for you again, and I can show you a place to re-enter. After that.
Well, we'll definitely be having you back on February 6th. I mean, that's still a while away. And I actually have to say something else. Danielle Shea, of course. And that's You may know her. She also is very similar to that, likes to play run-ups into earnings and would rather be flat, if not relatively light, on positions day of or day after that. So I agree. And actually, as a day trader, I tend to stay away from names that have earnings for that exact reason. I was sitting here one time and it was like, and I just had an example of AMD. AMD was getting hit on their earnings call and then bang, just straight up to the upside there. And it's like, okay, I didn't think it was good. What do I know? What about Bristol Myers? Come over to my screen right now if you can, please, Fabian. This was another name. So unlike Eli Lilly, Bristol Myers is not having the most fantastic year. We're down to $51 and trying to bounce off the bottom. You had mentioned to me of the nice dividend here of 4.7% being paid on January 4th. So thank you for that. Maybe I just stole some of your magic there, but you gave me that information. So I got to give you credit. What is Bristol Myers shaping up to? I actually like that name. I feel like maybe you want to buy some relative weakness in this all the way to the downside and now bouncing its head off of an indicator that I like, the 50-period simple moving average on the daily. It looks like we're having a problem getting above it. But I think if we can clear 52, 53 bucks here, we may get a nice move back into 60. What say you, Miss Tammy?
I completely agree with you. That's exactly how I feel. We are failing off of that 50 moving day average right now. And we are still below that 200, which is way up here. So it's going to be a while before we even get to that. But the 5 has crossed above that 13. So I can make a case for the bulls here. And the other thing is about Bristol Myers is, once again, I was talking to my husband about this morning because he really is, is just absolutely brilliant, is that he is saying it's extremely undervalued.
Okay.
So that's where why he thinks that we're going to end up seeing a nice bounce here. So if we can get over that 50-day moving average, get a little pullback. What I really like about the setup where we are right now is, if we can get over that 50-day moving average, not take out the high from the 22nd of December, this support is still good down here. Right. So, say we push through that 50 tomorrow and you say, hey, I want to enter on a pullback, this support is still good. And I really, really like this 50 area, anywhere from 49 to 50 area as a setup. You've got a couple of pieces of symmetry and a 618. I've got a lot of clients that just trade off of pink 618s. Now we say symmetry by themselves, the red one, are the only ones that you should trade off by themselves, but 618s are that strong of a Fibonacci number. So that is why I like this setup around 49.50 area.
Perfect. And I'm going to hit this little calculation thing. If you notice on the screen, we have like all these numbers going through right now because, hey, man, we're looking at numbers and we like that one. That's why we have the Fibonacci Princess on, man. Let's go over some things that potentially we don't normally look at. And that was a good one right there with BMY. Look, I feel like I could talk to you for a very, very long time. However, we are running out of time right now, Tammy. So I'm going to say, have a happy new year, and I want to thank you so much for coming on as one of our newest guests here on the show. I think we've had a couple good moves. Promise me maybe on the new year you'd come back and we'll talk about this Eli Lilly and Bristol Myers and stuff like that.
I would be honored to come back, Sean. I've had such a good time so far, and I can't wait for 2024.
Good, perfect. Thank you so much. And again, a happy holidays and a happy new year to you and your family. And tell all those kids behind you, hey, they can come on anytime they want to come on. Danielle's brought her son on. I believe it's Luke, I believe.
Yeah, there's Luke and Leo. And Leo is the same age as my oldest daughter. And then Luke is the baby.
Is the baby. Yeah, me and Luke jive, man. Me and Luke, every time we see each other, man, we're fist bumping. It's great. I love that Luke kid. So anyways, shout out. Family is so important, obviously, to you, to me, as well. So, hey, happy holidays. Thank you. That's Tammy. Ciao.
Happy New Year. Thank you.
Happy New Year. Bye-bye. That's
Bye-bye.
Always fun times on Trader TV Live, especially when you're rocking here. This is the recap show. Traders stay late. Bang right there. Thank you so much. Who is that? That's Fabian over there. I know who it is. All right. Happy New Year to everybody. But hey, we still got to do a couple things I like to do. And it's like I keep saying, it's my show. We'll do what we want right now. Okay. Let's go over to my profile here and go over some Sean's tweets. All right, hold on. Next topic. There we go. All right. Producer, host, interviewer. Not much else. All right. I want to talk about this right now. Look at this. All right. A lot of traders, how do I, oh yeah, F10? No, F11? Oops. You know what the scroll with the thing is that I'm trying, ooh, okay. I need to practice this. All right. Look at this. I just want to say a lot of traders right now are like, oh my God, there's so many stocks ripping. Like, this is unbelievable. It's been such a great year. But you know what? Only 12 stocks in the S&P 500 are up 100+% this year. You're going to say, who is this joker? 100+%? That's great. There's 500 names in the S&P 500. That's only representing a paltry 2.4%. Okay? We've had those moves. Like, that's not an outside move. Obviously, in the last little while, it's been like under 1%. 100% moves is a great one. But look at this. Back in 09, 9.4, obviously following the 08 crash, right? You're going to get outsized moves to the upside after you've had dramatic moves down. You're going to get the same thing in 97, 98 with 7.6. But this is not an outsized year for things like that. I just want to make sure that everybody sort of understands that. There's a lot more that can happen here in this market. We could go up a lot more than we even thought. Bill Gates' portfolio, we talked a little bit about that. No surprise that it's Microsoft, Berkshire as we go. We talked a little bit about NVIDIA, but here's something else that I want to talk about, because I feel like cash flow is very important. You can't have cash flow unless you have revenues. So look at this. Although Tesla makes the move down today, I mean, revenue growth in the past decade. Come on, man, plus 5,000%. What are we even talking about here? Meta, Tesla, NVIDIA, Amazon, Alphabet, Microsoft, and Apple. Let's go. I mean, we know this for revenues, and of course it's going to be in the tech space, as technology is now such a huge part of our life, especially in the last 10 years. You know, ChatGPT is just over a year old. I mean, there's so much that's going to happen in the tech space. I still say stay long these names. Look at the revenue generation over there on those names. So, all right, whatever. I'm just going to wrap up the show. I got to get home. It's been such a fantastic day, but we can't do anything without a roll call. All right, so let's do that right now. Who's still here? Let's go. I'm not going to go to top chat, although top chat is nice. Let's go to live chat right now. I also do got to do a super chat thing. Shout out to everybody that super chatted, man. Wow, Josh, sure hands, Mark. Shout out to Bears vs. Bulls for giving me this information. He puts it together every single day, like outsized his job. It's fantastic. Thank you so much. Raider Trader. Oh, this must have been from yesterday. I must have not done it yesterday. Shout out to Raider Trader. John H., Nick Dubb, Evolving Finance, Tisha, Tara, Garrett, Ben Fish, and support staff, XF. Ben, thank you, Ben. Again, you a good super chat today, man. $50. Shout out to you. Doesn't really matter the number, but when it stands out, you're going to get an extra shout out from me too. Ben, happy holidays to you. Happy New Year if I don't see you tomorrow. Stan Cho, AI, Ian Respetto. Man, I'm losing my way here. I was up early today. I got up like 5:30, 6 o'clock, went to the rink to see my daughter who's now playing. Unfortunately, I won't be able to see her today because they traveled and I wasn't able to get the day off, Brendan. Shout out to Zanti and Devin as well. Apparently, I don't get days off anymore. All right, who's here? Let's go again. It's roll call. Really? All right, what's up to Tom's Trades? What's up to Eddie? What's up to the Piper? Thank you, Noah. Says, great job today. I appreciate that, man. I had a lot of fun with O'Leary as well. He actually, his team messaged me directly and gave some good feedback. So I want to thank that. And that's where I'm kind of trying to get him on a podcast. You want him on a podcast? We'll see. I like the podcast. Sean Don, what's up? Yeah, thank you so much, Trey Only. For Profits here. Lava News, thank you so much. CompuCare, the boring man. What's up to Future Eddie? I'm going to miss people. What's up to Tisha? What's up to Future Eddie again? Mr. Kelsey, what's up? M. Kelsey, sorry. Lucas is here. Julian's here. Jacob's here. Paulie D, what's up? D. Westermeyer, thank you. So I am not Mr. Wonderful, but thank you, Mr. Westermeyer, for that. And I hope I visit New York. Hey, man, I'm about to visit anywhere. I need to go on a holiday. I don't go on a holiday. I want to visit somewhere, but I did promise to take my kids somewhere. I got to go somewhere warm at some point. But then I think, you know what? Hey, why not do a Trader TV Live travel show? I thought that would be somewhat important. I'll show up in Chicago, New York, the MIA, Las Vegas, wherever you guys are located. We can make it happen. So let's try to make that happen in the new year. No matter where you are, thank you for watching. Make sure you hit the like and the subscribe. Hey, look. We're here every single day, apparently. And now, tomorrow, there's no recap show tomorrow because I can't be in 2 places at once. So it'll be tomorrow, will be the podcast, which will be live Saturday morning. That should be a lot of fun. Welcome back, Brendo, tomorrow. It'll be no Neil, but it'll be my guy, Obi. That should be a hell of a fun show as well. Thank you so much. Hit the like, hit the subscribe. I'm Sean. Thank you so much to Fabian. Shout out to Kat if she's still here. If not, I'll talk to her tomorrow. Ciao, everybody. Have a great one.